We was born to be soldiers. Everything else is irrelevant. You still body?
Peace, family. So season 2, we're back and we're going to be looking at the new No Limit records. So we definitely want to thank everybody that supported the last series, and we're looking forward to getting into some dope exclusives with this one too. So, you know, a lot of people are familiar already with the old run. By 2000, there was a lot of changes going on with the No Limit camp, with artists and producers leaving, legal issues and stuff like that. By 2003, the company had filed for bankruptcy due to different lawsuits and legal issues and stuff. And P realized it was more sensible to shut down No Limit and reorganize and refinance the company with profits made. And he founded the new label, the new No Limit Records. So by 2004, the reorganized label had moved to Koch Records for distribution. And the new No Limit also had some partnership with a distribution company headed up by Master P, Gutter Music Entertainment. So we're definitely looking forward to looking over some of the releases from this era. Do let us know your thoughts in the comments and some releases that you'd like us to cover. And let's check these ones out.
We soldiers, we soldiers. We gon' rep the new No Limit till it's motherfucking over. We soldiers.
Peace, family. Welcome to BackTheOnline.com, your one-stop shop for the highest hip-hop entertainment. Bringing you the dopest No Limit interviews, hip-hop legends, reviews, views, news, and more. So if you haven't already, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be updated on new drops and content.
Let me hear something. Right here, my No Limit, get ahead in the air. To all the youngest ain't dogs, and it's full of repair. Real girls say holla back, lend me your ear. Make way for the kids, y'all, just like it.
Okay, so there we have it, guys. We see a little short clip there from Lil D and Lil Romeo back in the game. And we're excited to be getting back into these new No Limit album videos. And we're joined by Mixer. What's good with your family?
Oh, everything's doing great with me. I just finished rewriting my Lil D album review on Meet Me on the Playground.
Okay, well, definitely a solid review that would encourage people to check out. They can check it out at Mixed Reviews blog and obviously over at BackTheOnline.com. So when we're speaking about Lil D, he definitely made an impact on the tank in his early days. Didn't get to release his debut album. However, he would stay with No Limit continually, doing work with the Rich Boys and some other stuff with Gutter Music and that. But starting out with Lil D in his first introduction, this is Lil Romeo's cousin, and he came in at a time where young artists were popping. We've seen the success that Lil Romeo had, and I think No Limit was thinking, you know, they had Lil D, they had Tyrone, they still had the little soldiers around. So I think they were seeing like an influx of young artists being pushed.
Oh yeah, definitely. Lil D was coming at the time of Lil Romeo's peak, and back when Lil Romeo was the peak in his career, and he was just getting started, to be exact.
Yeah, definitely. So I know you've done a lot of extensive research and stuff. We can see some of the album review on the website and stuff. It was initially advertised in Lil Romeo's 2001 album. What else can you tell us about this project?
Here's what I can tell you about this project based off my research and what I found so far through several hours of extensive researching. Lil D, Meet Me at the Playground was Lil D's debut album that was supposed to be released on No Limit Records in August 2001, back when No Limit and Soulja Music Entertainment had their distribution deal with Priority Records. His album was originally planned to be released on September 4, 2001, but got pushed back to December of 2002 due to their contract expiring with Priority Records. However, his album did not get released. Lil D's album went unreleased because Master P abruptly did No Limit's distribution deal with Priority Records in July 2001 and had sold his 2002 No Limit catalog to Priority. Lil D's debut album was one of those No Limit albums with sold to Priority.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying, you know, so you're right, we're looking at the era of obviously just at the end of things going down with Priority and introducing sort of the new direction with the new No Limit and stuff like that. We can see here a short clip from Lil Romeo single featuring Tyrone and Lil D entitled Play Like Us. And I mean, this one still gets a lot of play from people even today that say they remember it. It had a lot of nice knock to it and stuff like that. And it was, you know, quite catchy.
Oh yeah, I remember the video back when it aired on Nickelodeon in 2002 and 2003. That song was actually recorded during the same time that Lil D was recording his debut album, Meet Me at the Playground, because he makes a reference to the Meet Me at the Playground in his lyrics during his verse. I don't caught that or not.
Oh yeah, no, he does indeed. And I think that, you're right, that was kind of like his thing. Romeo had the whole sort of Richie Rich thing, and I think it was kind of cool, Lil D having the whole sort of Meet Me at the Playground thing. He was sort of like, I don't want to say like the black or the hood cousin sort of thing. I mean, everybody looked at Romeo as like Richie Rich, like he was a rich kid, even though he did have his street background. But Lil D and stuff, you see him as like, a young gutter kid sort of thing. And, that whole Meet Me at the Playground sort of hood concept, it was still young, it was still juvenile, but it still kind of gave a bit of a street edge at the same time.
Honestly, Lil D had more of that crossover appeal due to the pop rap sound that
Well, we see album credit from, I believe, as you said, Exile and Celos.
Yes, that is correct. They also produced songs on the album, such as Meet Me on the Playground. I think another one's Dreamboat, both of which no one can, because they're unreleased, of course.
And there was a single, I believe, entitled Cotton Candy?
Yes, there was a promo single called Cotton Candy, which was sent off the radio stations. However, the song did not chart on the Billboard for lack of promotion and focused on Lil Wayne's career. And the single was not released to lack of success, but sample clearance issues. Cotton Candy sampled New Edition Candy Girl, and Maurice White did not give permission for the song to be covered or sampled, which is why the single was issued as a promo only.
Okay. Yeah, it definitely had a little knock to it. It featured Master P and Lil D, as you said. Subsequently, it didn't get much more of a release due to sampling issues. You can find copies of it online, and we'll include it in this video and stuff as well that you guys can check out. Some say it should have been featured on the Game Time album.
Yeah, I believe the song was during the time the Game Time album was being recorded too, because if you listen to some of Lil D's lyrics on Lil Romeo's Game and album, at least the songs that he's featured in, he makes a lot of references to Meet Me at the Playground, which means that obviously that they recorded their albums at around the same time period or time frame.
Yeah, I could see that happening, especially with Romeo making his debut into music and stuff like that. I could picture him doing some of his early recordings around, his cousin and those who were his age and stuff as well. So definitely we've seen that with Lil D, who would go on to feature with Romeo and others in the group, the Rich Boys and stuff like that. And Lil D's also has got a big brother who went on to feature No Limit by the name of Black.
I think I know who you're talking about. Benji B, or is that somebody else?
Yeah, he was around in that same era with Benji B. With Black, sometimes spelled with 2 B's out AK, sometimes just spelled as Black or Black Don. His name, I believe, is one of the Hogans. So he's Lil D's big brother, and he did release one album called Black and White with Tebow, which, I mean, we'll cover that at some point when we get into the gutter music era and stuff like that. And I don't believe he released a solo album, but he was there with Benji and Gangster and Tebow and everybody throughout that gutter music digital era. Okay,
well, I did not know that. That's interesting. But the Cotton Candy single was never really officially released. Like, you couldn't buy it in the store due to lack of promotion and sample clearance issues. I mean, Maurice White was also the brains behind 6 Feet. I mean, Maurice White was also the brains behind 6 Piece as well. He also wrote the song. Lil D, he would still do a few music things, but over the years, he would subsequently sort of wind down with, I guess, pursuing music endeavors from that sort of level. Why do you think that is? I think it was because due to Lil Ron's popularity and that his songs were not necessarily charting, like they weren't #1 hits on the Billboard. His stuff was in his top selling, and people were saying that he couldn't really rap. That's based off of what I found during my research. I found based off of facts as well, not just opinion. Well, we know he would still continue to stay solid, obviously with the tag. More recently seen featuring with Romeo at the Versus battle, where Romeo made an appearance during the Soulja Boy Bow Wow Versus, and he took to the stage with Lil D and stuff too. Yes, that is correct. Yeah, he also performed. He also was featured in the music videos of That's Cool and Play Like Us.
I mean, as we wind down, we're definitely going to wind things down with the Play Like Us video that people can have a chance to check some of that out if they haven't seen it. You know, we spoke about it earlier. It features the Colonel P. It was definitely a good high-budget video at the time. I believe when No Limit and the Universal era, they were shooting a lot of higher-budget videos and stuff. Really had a strong commercial appeal and stuff. So it did seem like it could have been pushed a lot further. You know, just that whole era was definitely interesting. When we talk about No Limit, it was an interesting time with stuff that was happening and sort of a restructure and reshuffle around. Some people do believe that they feel the sound was going too commercial at the time, and I guess a lot of diehard fans wasn't really gonna get behind a lot of the younger and more pop elements of the time.
Oh yeah, definitely. No Limit, the new No Limit during the early 2000s was an interesting time where a bunch of artists didn't get their music released, and the ones that did got to prosper and more longevity in their careers, like Lil Romeo and Choppa.
You girls okay?
Oh, hi, Mr. Miller. Is Romeo home?
He's asleep. Why?
Look, I'm not gonna be able to eat this morning with y'all, cause Lil D and Tyron hit me up on the two-way and they want me to meet him at the playground.
Oh yeah? Well, you better watch them little girls out there. You know they've been hanging around this house.
All right.
Don't forget to put Dial up here.
All right. Peace.
Peace.
Where's Romeo?
You got to go.
Romeo, Lil D, two-way. All the girls gonna be at the
Just tell Romeo I love him.
Y'all know I'm gonna be at Holla. I'm the youngest Soulja, I got the game, did it. The new No Limit game time, get it. From Romy Rome, homie, to Richie Rich, don't talk about dough, cause I been had it. Learn the game quick, and y'all know who the teacher. I call him Pops when he through the speaker. Haters get weaker, skip to my loop, half kid, half amazing. Beat boys I blaze and watch faces caving. Shows I lace them, number one on Billboard, I'm sorry I replace them. Rome, Lil D, two-way play all day, got my game face on, okay.
Too many players that can hang with us. When we step up on the scene, we looking marvelous. When I'm busting this thing up, it's too hard to touch. All the haters in my essay, we ain't old enough. But here we go. Just throw your hands up. All the girls rushing up to the Cadillac truck. Better hold on, tag us, we about to bust. Richie Rich and Tyron, can you dig it, bubba?
I'm Lil Romeo, I know about crossing, know about closing, it ain't no flossing. Pay the cost to be the bossing, clutch player, pen and paper, pack the apple 9 laters, that's the song, play tag with the lasers. From the south, so I bite like a gator. Another year passed, so my game got greater. Courtside seats for the sisters and the Lakers, shake them haters. Do me a favor, check out the wrist, ice big like a blazer. Kid got flavor, say ooh-wee, I'm where you wanna be, y'all can't stop me, say.
So where's little Romeo?
He's not here.
He has to be in here.
How many times I gotta tell you he's not here?
Well, can I go inside his seat?
No! And I mean no.
I'm a Lil D and I roll with the tank. I'm in the grade, but you know I got bank. Platinum iced out when I roll the feature. When the school bell rang, baby,